Hello YouTube and Ron Paul supporters. This is a video about how U.S. corruption and corporatism is being spread abroad, how corporatism and foreign policy go together, and they're actually contributing to problems in the third world. I get The Economist. I have a short subscription right now. I have to decide whether I'm going to buckle down and pay the price to get the rest. It's a good publication, comes out of the UK, and it's because it's out of the UK, it comes up with interesting perspectives, more international news. I found an article here on Nigeria, kind of caught my eye. It says, "The Good, the Bad, and the President, a doughty fighter of corruption is sent away for re-education." And it's about a guy named Nuhu Ribadu, who has been taking care of Nigeria's endemic corruption problems. And he's been too effective. He's going to be reassigned to some other place. But I was interested in the guy, and so I Googled him and found an NPR interview from April of 2007. So I'm going to include some clips from this interview, and then there's a link at the side for you to listen to the whole interview if you're interested.
Nuhu Ribadu was the chief corruption investigator in the oil-rich nation of Nigeria, and he says the case against the vice president stretches all the way to America.
It came as a result of the complaint that we got from the United States government. And there was an investigation in the U.S. here to do with a member of Congress, Congressman Jefferson.
Some people will remember William Jefferson of New Orleans was found with a freezer full of cash.
Couple of thousands of dollars, yeah.
Many thousands of dollars.
Yes.
And that was said to be money that was going to be passed to the vice president of Nigeria?
That was it. There was an investigation here in the U.S., and as a result of which there were a request sent to us to also investigate from the Nigerian side. Indeed, we investigated, and we found out that somehow Vice President was responsible for removal of public money, and part of the money came to U.S.
Okay, so this is the setup for this story. The corruption occurs in the third world, but some of the money somehow made it to the U.S. and is found in a freezer after Hurricane Katrina. Very interesting story. The next little clip I want to play for you is maybe not particularly applicable to this situation, but it's something that's good to remember. I think it's especially good to remember as we look at trying to reform our own government.
But then when you fight corruption, it fights back. They will always have something to say.
And now we come to the final segment of the interview that I want to show you, in which Halliburton comes up, and there's a discussion about the ongoing investigation, or at least it was ongoing in April of 2007.
When you were last on this program in 2005, you quite passionately said that some of the fault for corruption lay with Western companies that were willing to pay bribes to do business in Nigeria, in the energy sector, among other things. Big oil producer here. At that time, you were investigating a company that was involved in a series of transactions, during which it became a subsidiary of Halliburton.
Halliburton, yeah.
Where does your investigation
We are
stand
still
now?
on with the investigation. We are still investigating Halliburton, and it's a very long and big one. I'm fortunate enough, our capacity to really get to the root of it is being totally undermined, because most of the transactions took place outside Nigeria. Even
Transactions took place in London?
In London, in some islands, and then
in the United States, you said?
Yes, and we are on and we are continuing. We've been able to reach a certain point. It's been very tough, very difficult, but we are continuing. We'll never just give up.
Have you made requests to the United States government for assistance?
We are talking to them.
That means you've asked them for assistance?
Yes, we are.
And are you getting that assistance?
We are going to get it. Yeah.
You're going to get it?
Yes.
Are you speaking diplomatically here?
Well, we will get it. I believe we are going to get it.
Well, Nuhu Ribadu, thanks very much for coming by. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Nigeria's top corruption investigator is visiting Washington.
All right, well, thank you for your time. I wanted to share this with everyone because I found it very encouraging to see that other people in the world are fighting corruption, and they're doing it by the means of the law. No revolution here, just working away at your job, and they face opponents, and they face opposition, and I was very encouraged. Same kind of thing that Ron Paul wants to do. So I hope you find this encouraging and informative, and keep fighting the good fight. Go Ron Paul.